But let's, of course, start with this big story that's come in from the United States of America. When a couple of hours from now, the U.S. House of Representatives is expected to vote on a bill that will compel the Justice Department to release all records pertaining to the Epstein files. And ahead of the vote, this is what is interesting. The American President, Donald Trump, has reversed course. He's now saying that he'll sign the bill to release the Epstein files if the Congress approves it and then sends it to his desk. From the Oval Office, Trump told reporters that he's all for it and has said that the administration will in fact turn over everything. Now, Trump also said that he does not want the issue to take away from what he calls the Republican Party's achievements. The shift follows similar remarks that he made on Sunday night, a notable change after previously having pushed back on the proposal, even as more Republicans have lined up behind it.
All I want is I want for people to recognize a great job that I've done on pricing, on affordability, because we brought prices way down, but they're going way lower, on energy, on ending 8 wars and another one coming pretty soon, I believe. We've done a great job. And I hate to see that deflect from the great job we've done. So I'm all for it. You know, we've already given 50,000 pages.
The survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's sexual abuse have released a video clip in coordination with a coalition that is dedicated to ending sexual exploitation, and they're calling on the Congress to approve the release of the Epstein files. The lawmakers recently made public a trove of emails from Epstein's estate. In one, Epstein claimed that Donald Trump had spent several hours with one of his victims at Donald Trump's residence. In another, he had referred to the president as dirty. Now, Larry Summers, the former president of Harvard University, who once served as the U.S. Treasury Secretary, has now issued a statement saying that he will step back from public commitments after the release of the emails, showing that he had maintained a friendly relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. All right, so there is a live press conference that is being held with relation to the Epstein files. Let's listen in.
And they are exactly that. They are a beautiful mosaic of energy and passion and love and life. I am one story of 1,000. Think of that number, 1,000. I spoke of how big our hopes and dreams once were, and I talked about how they were completely shattered at the hands of Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I look at this amazing community behind me. They are survivor sisters. We are together. We stand together in this. And I realize that we are a representation of women across America. We come from different backgrounds. We have different religions. We are different races, different creeds, different ethnicities. We have different political affiliations. Some of us don't want to be political at all. And yet we stand here together for this cause. We're united in the call for transparency, complete transparency, to find justice. Justice for our younger selves. These pictures that you see, they're real people. I wish I could go back and give my former self a hug and say, this matters and it's going to change, and mean it. We are standing here for justice for the youth of tomorrow, and justice for those who are no longer with us, like the beautiful, brave Virginia Giuffre. We understand that the road is long, but I implore you to stay the course, please. Living in an age where you can get news in 10-second clips on your phone, I know that this is a big task for us, but it's a very personal one for survivors. It's a very personal one for us as a country. So I'd like to ask you to try something right now. I'd like everybody to close their eyes or soften their gaze just for a moment. And I want everybody to think of a child that is close to them between the ages of 14 and 18 years old. It could be your daughter, it could be your niece, it could be a friend's kids, it could be you at a former age, it could be your mother at that age. But really envision that for a second, 14 to 18 years old. Once you think of that person, I want you to think about what they feel like. What is their energy? What do they smell like? What sound do they make when they laugh? Really think about that child just for a moment. Now I want you to picture a pair of giant looming wooden doors and an overbearing marble landing. Those are the doors to Jeffrey Epstein's house. Do you allow that child to enter or not? If the answer is yes, you would allow entrance. You stand with predators. If the answer is no, then congratulations, you're on the right side of justice. Now you have homework. I am calling for the American people. You have homework. Call your Congress.
All right, so that, of course, is a press briefing by some of the women who've come out and said that they were sexually trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein. Tell us more about this case and how things are headed in the United States of America. We're joined this broadcast by my colleague Susan Tehrani, who's joining us with more updates. Susan, this was, of course, a very big issue for Donald Trump, even during the days of his campaigning. And once he became president, he did release a part of the Epstein files, but that was a redacted one, which did not have the details of the names of the clients. Now, Pam Bondi had gone in a very famous interview. She had said that the client list of Jeffrey Epstein was on her table, but then that was not released. So are we now looking at the Epstein files that could be released in their entirety, including the client list? What is happening there, and what exactly is Donald Trump saying about this? Will the client list of Jeffrey Epstein now come out?
So that's a question that we as reporters and correspondents and the American public and around the world, really, it's a big question mark about how the Trump administration has been handling this. The president is adamant, saying that he has nothing to hide. For a period during this second term of his, he just was against releasing more documents, and then he went back to his previous position, and now he wants everything to be released. There's questions right now whether or not even a quote client list really exists or not. But what is clear is that the House is going to vote later today, and possibly unanimously, according to representatives, to get every shred of document out for the public to see. All of those emails, all of those documents, whether there is a client list or not. They're voting that let everything come out and let the American public decide and let the chips fall where they may. That's going to happen. Then it's going to go to the Senate. And President Trump last night said that he's completely for signing it and giving it to the Justice Department. How long this is going to take? Many believe that it's not going to take that long because there is a bipartisan support behind this. It's not just the Democrats, also Republicans are really tired of what has been going on with these files. So let's see what comes out. Let's see, how the House seems like it's a home run. Let's see how the Senate is going to vote and how early it's going to appear on Donald Trump's desk. And then the Pam Bondi Justice Department, she really has to put her ducks in a row and abide by this time.
And she also has to explain that she said she has the client list on her table, and we now need to see as to what will be released.
Yeah.
Will there be more
redacted
versions or not? We'll have to wait and watch. Thank you very much indeed, Susan Tehrani, for joining us with all those updates. They will, of course, come back to you as this case continues to unfold in the United States. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.